Welcome to Falcon Excel Academy. I am Keval Vijay and today I am going to teach you 6 functions related to sum in MS Excel, which are very important and are used a lot during office work. As you can see on the screen, first we will cover sum, then SUMIF, product, DSUM, and subtotal. So first, let's talk about sum. This is a basic function and we use it most of the time. Here, I want to perform a sum, that is, I just want to add up the values. For this data above, what do we need to do? Before typing any formula, we have to type an equal sign. Then type sum, open the bracket, and after that, you need to specify the range. Select from the cell where you want to start adding, that is, from the first cell to the last cell you want to sum. Close the bracket and press enter. So as you can see, we have the total here. This is how we can do a normal sum. And there is another easy way. If you have values written here and there are no empty cells in between, you can simply type Alt plus Oz and press enter. This way, AutoSum will also work for you. After that, we are going to learn about the second function. About SUMIF, how SUMIF works. Here we have to apply a condition. We want to sum here, but we want to sum only those values. Suppose, for example, we have whether it is above 5,000 or equal to it, only those should be summed, and values less than that should not be included. So, for that, what we have to do is use equal to, and here we will type SUMIF, open the bracket, then after that, we have to give the range. Here I have given the range, and then after that, we type a comma here. Inside inverted commas, we specify greater than or equal to. We say that only those values should be summed here which are greater than or equal to 5,000. Close the inverted commas and close the bracket. As soon as you press enter, only those values will be summed that are equal to or greater than 5,000. Next, the second formula we are going to learn is, suppose we want to sum only those values which are less than 5,000 or equal to and less than 5,000. Only those should be included. For that, what do we have to do? Again, use equal to. Then here we will type SUMIF, and after that we have to give the range here in this way. Then type a comma here. Inside inverted commas, set it to equal to 5,000, and after that, close the inverted commas, close the bracket. As soon as you press enter, you will get the sum of those values which are equal to or less than 5,000. After this, we are going to learn the third function. About SUMIFs, see here, I have applied this formula here, SUMIFs. Here, I have written many items. Now if I type any item here, you can see its total appears here. After that, look here. This is called type. For example, if I type scanner here, the total for scanners appears. If I type printer here, the total for printers appears here. So using sum, we can find out the total for any product. Now see, sometimes the word keyboard is written here 34 times. Printer is also written quite a few times, and USB is also written several times. So what we want is that whenever we type the name of any product here, its total should appear here. For this, what you need to do is, you have the item name here, and then you have the amount here. I will delete this data from here. Click here, then type EANS. After that, type sum, then open the bracket. First, you need to give the sum range. Here, which value do you want to sum? That is, we want to sum these values, these amounts. Then after that, you will give the criteria. Criteria range 1 or type a comma. So we want to sum this, we want to sum from this, we want to sum this, we want to sum from this, type a comma. Then after that, select the cell where you want to write the item and find out its total. That means here we select this H3 cell. After that, close the bracket and press enter. So as you can see, the total price for USB appears here. The total for USB is 6,200. In the same way, if we type the title of any other product here, for example, if I write printer here, then the total for printer appears here. If I type keyboard here, then the total for keyboard appears here. So by using SUMIFs like this, you can find out the total for each item. Now the fourth sum function we are going to learn is Sumproduct. For example, suppose I have some items written here, their quantities, unit prices, and totals. Now if we want to find the total, what do we do first? We write equals first, then multiply the unit price by the quantity, and as soon as we press enter. So as you can see, the total has appeared here in this list. When we drag it down, you can see that the total in this list comes to 58,390 rupees. Now, suppose we don't want to multiply here and instead want to directly find out the total here. For that, we are going to use the Sumproduct function. So how do you use it? You will write equals to here, then type Sumproduct. After writing Sumproduct, first you need to select the quantity. Select the entire column where you have the quantities. Then type a comma, and after that, we will select the unit price here. So what exactly does the Sumproduct function do in this specific scenario? It takes the value of 5 and multiplies it by 65. In other words, it multiplies the quantity by the unit price to give us the total right here. After closing the bracket and pressing the enter key, you can clearly see that the exact same total appears here as the one we calculated by multiplying manually earlier. So by utilizing the SUMPRODUCT formula, you can very easily find the grand total here without extra steps. Next, moving on to number 5, we are going to talk about the DSUM function. What does the DSUM formula actually do for us? As you can see, we have a complete and detailed table here, and we want to find, for example, the specific quantity, the unit price, or the total for just a single item name. That is to say, you can find the relevant data for any one field here in the list. So, what do we need to do to achieve that? First, type equals to, and then carefully type out DSUM. First, we will select the entire database here. Let's say that this whole range is our database. After that, type a comma to move to the next argument. After typing the comma, you then need to select the specific field, which could be the quantity, the name, or the total. For example, if I want to find out the specific field here in this column, if I want to find the quantity, I clicked on quantity. After that, I typed a comma. After typing the comma, I need to select the criteria here. This is the criteria from where I want to filter the data. After that, what I did here is I closed the bracket, and then when I pressed enter, you can see that the quantity for USB is 15. If I type LED here, the quantity for LED is 3. If I type mouse here, the quantity for mouse is 12. If I type keyboard here, the quantity for keyboard is 5. So using this, you can find the value of any one field here, or after that, its unit price, its total, or its quantity, etc. And after this, the next function that we are going to learn is, at number 6, it's about the subtotal. The subtotal function, as you know, works with filters. That means if you have applied a filter, only then can you determine the subtotal. If you haven't applied a filter, then you won't be able to get the subtotal. You'll just get the total. But as soon as you select any one item from the filter, its total will not be shown. For that, I have written RG data here. First, I will remove it from here. So that you can fully understand the function, I clicked here. After clicking, we remove the filters here. After removing the filter, you can see that I have the total here. Now look, by typing equals and then sum, I selected all the cells here, closed the bracket and pressed enter. So you can see the total is showing here. Now I have the total, but as soon as I apply a filter here, like I applied a filter, and then I want that if I select keyboard here, the total for keyboard should appear. But as you can see, the total for keyboard is not showing below. If I click on USB here, the total for USB is also not showing below. And if we remove the filter here, that is, select all to show all the data, then only the total is shown, not the item-wise total. So what do we do for this? We use subtotal, so that whenever we select any one item here, its total should also be shown below. For this, first, you have to select the heading. After selecting the heading, go to the Home tab, then go to Sort and Filter, and apply the filter from here. After that, type equals here, and then you have to type subtotal. Now, as soon as we type subtotal here, it appears in blue below. Use the tab key, and the formula will be added. Now, after this, at number 9, you see that sum is coming up. So, which subtotal do you want to do? You want to do the sum. So here, you have to use the tab key, or you can directly type 9, and after that, use the tab key so that 9 is automatically added. Type a comma, and after typing the comma, now you want to find out. So, for its total, you have to give the reference here, the one for which you want to find the total. After that, you close the bracket and press enter. Now you can see the total has appeared here. The benefit of this is that whenever you select any item, like I selected keyboard, you can see the total for keyboard is showing below. Now, if we click here, suppose you click on USB, then the total for USB appears here. If you click on printer, you can see the total for printer is shown here. And after that, if we click on select all, the total for all the data is also displayed here. So, this was my lecture for today in which I taught you 6 excellent functions related to sum in Excel. I hope you definitely learned something new in today's lecture. If you liked the video, please give it a like and share it with your friends. We'll meet in the next lecture. Until then, goodbye.